So what we would like to happen in that situation where the plane displaces the B is that we are going to now reposition our B to start back at the right of the screen. So just like what happens when the B gets all the way to the left with this previous if function, so if the B's x value is less than 0, meaning it's off the screen to the left, then we're going to reposition that B all the way to the right. We're going to do the same thing here if the plane displaces the B. So it's going to be these same position functions that you see here. And just for practice, I'm going to show this as text and copy and paste it, because rather than bring in separate blocks each time, copy and paste with the text can oftentimes be a faster way to add that information to your code without having to bring in the blocks individually, because we are doing the exact same thing. We're just repositioning the B where it's going to be all the way to the right of the screen. And you can see here, so if the plane displaces the B, we're now going to have a new B, and it's going to be created at x equals 400, which means all the way to the right, and then a random y value that is somewhere towards this top half of the screen here. And let's check and see how that works. So if we run our function now, so we see that now when the plane collides with the B, it will displace the B, and the B will restart at the right side of the screen. And then if you dodge the B successfully and it makes it all the way to the other side, a new B is formed at the right as well. So that pattern will continue. And now we have it in our function where the plane can displace the B and we get a new B formed, or the B makes it all the way across the screen and then we still get a new B formed. So now the plane is actually interacting with the obstacle on screen. But what happens when that interaction takes place? We probably want to have something else included in the code that makes it so that we either get a few points or lose a few points, or lose a life or gain a life when we collect either a reward or run into an obstacle. So now that we know how to use the collider function to displace an obstacle, let's see how we can allow that to be reflected in our score. And we're going to introduce some negative points for obstacles, some positive points for rewards in our next lesson. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching.